To my first $50,000 in investing was not easy. Let me tell you guys, it took a lot of sacrifice, a lot of planning. However, I was being very intentional with my money and strategic of what I wanted to do within those accounts, how that money was working for me over time. So the purpose of this video today is to give you guys a comprehensive overview of how I made my first $50,000 in investing. So I'm not gonna hold you guys up. Let's jump into it. 2016, I started off with a little bit less than $3,000 in my retirement account. So in my retirement account is essentially, contributing to my 401k at the time with my employer. So once I started learning about compound interest, about employer matching, like my employer was matching, I think 3 to 4% at that time of every dollar I was putting in as well. So I began to gradually contribute money into my retirement account. By the time I left that employer, I was contributing 10 to 12% of my salary to my retirement account. I was with that employer between, I think, 3.5 years, almost 4 years. So during that time, that employer was able to match my contribution to my retirement account. So that played a vital role into increasing my retirement account. So it grew from less than $3,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 within those few years with the contribution that my employer was doing at the time. So first thing, retirement account, I was able to contribute my retirement account over time gradually. The next thing I did was invested into my HSA. So HSA, if you're unaware of it, is a health savings account. So it's an association with high deductible insurance plans. So if your insurance with your employer has a high deductible, most times they will provide you with a health savings account or FSA, which is a flexible savings account. In my case, I had a health savings account. I mentioned health savings account more than once on my channel because I just love this account. I think it's so beneficial to people, but especially for women. And one of the things I have learned when I was contributing to my HSA account at the time is that I can actually invest within my HSA. I took a portion of the money that I had in my HSA. I think at that time it was like $5,000 or something. It wasn't that much, but it was enough to invest. So I took a portion of those funds and actually opened an investment account within the perimeters of my planning administration HSA account, and I decided to invest a portion of that money into mutual funds. So over time, those mutual funds, that investment account within the HSA has been growing money throughout the years, and I actually been doing fairly well, if I might say so myself. So in 2018, I decided to open a Roth account. So a Roth account is a IRA, which is an individual retirement account that you contribute after tax. However, that money is able to grow tax-free. So in layman's term, how does that work is when you contribute the money into this account, which is the Roth, is actually taxed. But the money that is placed in the account and the gains or the growth that happens in this account is growing tax-free. So that's one of the great things I like about this account. So over time, what I soon start to do is I start contributing, it was $100 and it's $120, but then over a steady amount of time is I was consistently contributing like $120, $200. So it was between $120, $200 I was placing into this account. But I also made sure that every tax return that I received, every bonus that I received at work, I was placing a portion of that into my Roth account. And I'm very proud to say that I have over $10,000 into my Roth account, just growing tax-free. So if you haven't done so, maybe something you should look into is opening a Roth account, because I am planning for the future and it's something that I think will be beneficial for you, just have an additional option of your money growing tax-free. Lastly, we have is opening a brokerage account. And I will say throughout these last few years, I have been playing around with different brokerage accounts. I had a Fidelity account, Edward Jones. Also been playing around with some investment apps as well. But this particular brokerage account and investment app that I really like and I enjoy using it is M1 Finance app. If you haven't heard of it, it's another investment app, and I have full control of everything that I'm buying, I'm selling, I'm trading. So it's really cool because it's so user friendly. Within this, once I decided to transfer some money into my brokerage account, I began just doing some more research. So back in 2020, there was a deep dive, a lot of selling in the stock market. However, it was a great time to buy if you were an investor. So around that time, I really started taking a deep look into different companies, different research projects, things that was going on with the economy, and I just decided to just really start controlling my own accounts, controlling the stocks that I want to purchase. So over time, I start putting more and more money into my account, especially since we receive stimulus benefits as well as other benefits package. I just start soon seeing the money just growing and growing and growing. So investing into a brokerage account, I will highly advise, and it became such a pinnacle thing for me because now I have really full control of the investing. I know what to sell, I know what to buy, and I also know how to balance out my portfolio. Another great feature I love about M1 Finance app is different pies. They have different portfolio pies you can choose from, and I really like the fact that I can differentiate my pies from different sectors. So if there's a bank sector I have a tech pie that I also have a retail pie that I have. So I'm putting as much percentage and money into this account, if not every month, every other month. So I try to make it a habit to contribute the money into my brokerage account. And it's been great because not only am I receiving dividends, which is a payout from the stocks, but I'm also able to reinvest it automatically. So that has been my take and my strategies and methods of my $50,000 investments. Let me know what you guys think. What type of strategy and investment do you guys have? Comment below. So if you haven't done so, make sure you like, subscribe, share on my channel. I really appreciate it. But in the meantime, in between time, be safe, be kind, peace.